call you one time. Like, you don't be posting shit that you feel like, yo, this is fire. Don't lie.
Wait. He's never ever paid me. But I'll say this.
Yo, now, right here in the small box. So as you can see, I'm literally watching the Culture United. Just shout out to all the faces that's been on the Culture United. Phenomenal platform, phenomenal idea. Don't forget, we got the consumer group chat over here. So just saying, Culture United is not the only one. But also, I've been looking at some of the comments here. And you know what? Shout out to every single person in the comments of this video. The Glasses Malone urban culture test video. Shout out to everybody here that called me out. Hood counselor. Who else? Osmos is blessed. Who else we got? Hood counselor was going crazy. I'm not gonna lie. DJ for real. Yo, hey, you went crazy. But let me just direct y'all to this real quick, because I want to also make this clear as well. So, for the people that's not familiar with this channel, I actually started off calling out the inconsistencies that we see here in Canada when it comes to Canadian culture. I literally just had this conversation. I'm sitting down with friends. I literally just had this conversation with a bunch of friends that I have around here, right? We're literally sitting talking about how when you look at the aspects that build up a culture and you apply it to Toronto or you apply it to Canada, we don't got a culture. Sorry, not sorry. It's the truth. It's the hard truth. A lot of people are not ready to hear that, especially here. Because when it comes down to diversity, that's all we have all over the place. Right? We have this culture here. And mind you, we're represented by different cultures. All right? I understand in America it's different because you do have different cultures. But at the same time, it also comes down to regions. Because when you have New Orleans and then you have New York or LA, those are different regional cultures, right? So a lot of things that happen here, they have a different slang term, different walks of life, etc. Things that apply to a culture, they have it there, right? But you can't take that and go over here. In Canada, it's a different thing because it comes down to the raw culture, the overall culture. So if you have Indian culture, Chinese culture, Ukrainian culture, Mexican culture, that's the kind of representations we have here. We don't have the regional aspect that is shown in America. So it's super different, right? So I just want to make this clear, like, yo, I'm shouting y'all out because y'all calling me out, but please understand, I've covered this about a year ago. I've talked about this about a year ago. I've already moved past this. So when I did this, I'm simply like, "Lo, let me just answer these questions." I feel like it's fun. Mind you, I'm sick. And I just want to put up a fun video. It worked. I mean, it did what it needed to do. So shout out to everybody that watched it, right? But you see what I'm talking about when it comes to the critical thinking that a lot of Canadians do not have around here. So to all the individuals here that's calling me out, I'm giving y'all flowers. Thank you. But y'all knew. You know, for people like Tiff and Neighbor, they've been here. So they've been hearing me say this. Right? So it's a little different around here. You know, I'm not that traditional Canadian YouTube channel. Oh, no, I'm going to call you out. That's what I do. But I'm going to have fun with it, right? So that's what we do. Anyway, look. Now, the reason why I'm here today is because we have a Chick Smooth video. Apparently, Akademiks is accepting Payola. Allegedly. Let's go ahead and have fun with this video, too. Now, if you've been following the channel, I've also had this conversation where it's like, oh, no, that's a payment. I can hear him talk, and I'm like, oh, that's a payment. Same thing with Joe Budden. I can hear him talk, and I'm like, that's a payment. You can tell when somebody got paid to say something because it doesn't make sense. They're trying to word it in a way for it to make sense, right? So that's another thing in media. The payola in media is actually astounding. Imagine the same thing they do at radio is now what they're doing for live streamers. And you've seen it with Aiden Ross. You've seen it with Kai Cenat, especially when Kai Cenat was trying to call out Oh, when Kendrick Lamar was doing the Super Bowl thing, the crowd wasn't loud. The crowd was quiet. Oh yeah, that was a lie. But you got paid though. You got your payment. So take the bag. Take the bag. Do what you need to do. But yeah, we're here for this for today. So listen, you know how we start this, right? So let's go ahead and make it happen, shall we? Let's go. Yo, you, right here in the small box, right here in the small box. Welcome back to flexmob reactions, only on the flexmob network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we got Chick Smooth. Akademiks confronted by ASAP Rocky over Drake, Payola, and disrespecting Mona from the Joe Budden podcast. I saw the title and I said, let's go. So that being said, let's not waste no more time. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibe. You tap in with your favorite Canadian reaction channel. Make sure you hit that hype button and tap in with us for real, bro. We're on the road to 5K subs. Hey, sky's the limit, all right? But listen, enough of that. Let's go.
YouTube, chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
I find him. You know what? I like Chick Smooth. Chick Smooth is somebody I really enjoy listening to on YouTube because Chick just got an intellectual curiosity about things.
Y'all know what time it is. It's album rollout time, you guys. Say it with me. It's album rollout time. Now, everybody was wondering who's going to be the first big artist to drop their album. A lot of people thought the big names were not even going to drop until second quarter, but ASAP Rocky is the first one out of the bunch to drop an album. Right. If you guys haven't heard it yet, ASAP...
Is ASAP's name still considered a big name? Because here's the thing. In a traditional sense, he hasn't been dropping a lot of music, so automatically you're kind of taking out the big name conversation, right? They're starting to do that to Kendrick too. Kendrick's taking a while to drop an album. They're starting to take him out of the big name conversation, even though he dethroned a GOAT.
Rocky dropped his album called Don't Be Dumb. He just did an interview with DJ Akademiks, and he's also got an interview with Ebro and Apple Music.
Just had a convo, which you're going to hear soon. His name is ASAP Rocky. I happen to be Ebro, and I do a thing called the Ebro Show, and he was nice enough to join me in his fabulous attire.
Man, come on, man. You know it's an honor. Yo, y'all got to check it out. We just went crazy. Yeah. We talking about everything.
Yeah.
Went through the timelines.
Yeah.
Ebro, all
we had
the
to
knowledge.
remind people.
Come on, you got
they
the
forgot.
knowledge.
They forgot. They forgot. It's
Don't
okay.
remind us.
It's
Don't
okay.
be dumb.
It's okay. It's okay.
Don't be dumb.
And I'm sure he's going to be on other platforms, podcasts. You know how this goes.
That's Mona? That's not Mona. That's not the Mona I've seen on the Joe Budden podcast. That's not Mona. What?
Now, his interview with DJ Akademiks is interesting for many reasons. One of the main reasons is that ASAP Rocky does not fuck with Drake right now. And DJ Akademiks just happened...
Well, if you're going to go after his kid, I mean, that's war. So when I saw Rihanna back him up, I'm like, it's her kid too.
...to be Drake's #1 media guy. So, of course, you guys know...
Oh, look, it's Knock-Knee-Demics. That's crazy.
ASAP Rocky is going to take this time and opportunity to speak on Drake. Now, the full interview with DJ Akademiks and ASAP Rocky is not out right now. However, Akademiks has dropped a couple clips on social media. One of the clips is where ASAP Rocky calls him out for basically being paid by Drake. ASAP basically told Akademiks, bro, used to be so independent, but now these days all we get is one-sided coverage, which is basically you promoting Drake and whatever Drake got going on.
Before we get up, it ain't no shade room. It ain't not taking nothing away from the shade room. Shout out to them.
Imagine you're making fun of Ebro, then you see Ebro sit down with ASAP, and you see how good the set looks, and then you look at Akademiks' set. Y'all got an IKEA, what is that? A little IKEA table. You got, first of all, hey, where y'all coasters at, bro? Y'all ain't got no coasters on that wood. Now, the wood probably fake. That's not the point. Y'all got fake flowers. It looks like there's no water in there. All right, no water, fake flowers, probably from the dollar store. You got cup with ice, no coaster, so there's just a lot of drippage on the wood. Then you got this little IKEA table. And then a bunch of suitcases and speakers? Nah, it's more suitcases. So you must be in a storage closet or something. And y'all trying to have a serious interview. And then you want to make fun of Ebro. Priorities, my guy.
Like, we looking at what Act about to talk about. Bro, I know that the game could get stale, and I know that it, like I said, it evolves, revolves. And I know that people think your heyday is when there was a lot of Chicago drill beef going on, but like, show us what you listening to, bro. Show us what you like today. Show us what we should be listening to. You a taste maker. That's why we look. Act, you went from not having a horse in a race to being on that nigga bandwagon.
Not this part.
You did, bro.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, look, the only times that you keep it a stizzy, when you keep it a stack, is when you in your room behind your computer and that Henny bottle is at the bottom. That's when Act is Act in full effect. I ain't gonna hold you. And you saying what you mean, and you meaning what you saying, and you deal with the consequences later. I know you got phone calls from that. Like, I know you had to, damn, be like, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bring back the journalism that we need from you. Stop having it like one side of the pan, because you're going to lose viewership and you're going to lose a lot of niggas. I know that you are at the forefront of streaming. You at the forefront of journalism. You're new, you change.
The issue is that Akademiks is way too far gone. When you see the people Akademiks is aligned with, he is way too far gone. There's no saving that. When you're trying to coddle Aiden Ross, you're gone. You're not with us no more. That's the thing. So I have to laugh at that. You know? And then I look at ASAP. At this point, I'm looking at ASAP. It looks like he's Lil Bro in Act. There's levels to talking to somebody. Now, you can talk with them, you can talk at them, or you can do both. All I see is ASAP Rocky do both right now. He's Lil Broing Act. That's how I see it personally. And you know, like the last video I put up with ASAP, maybe that's him being evolved. That's ASAP Rocky evolved. He's with Rihanna. He got kids now. He don't need to talk slick no more. There's ways to talk slick nowadays. He's still talking slick, but he's Lil Broing him right now. So that's the way I see it. Personal preference. If I'm wrong, yo, comment section. Is there for a reason, no? Yo, so comment.
Change journalism in this new age. Nobody buys tangible magazines and newspapers no more for our generation. It's all digital. It's all digital media. You, the number one digital hip hop media outlet. And when I go to your page, it's nothing but drama. You used to be posting shit you thought was fire on some Tumblr shit. Now you getting so political that we know that nigga gave you 5 bands to post.
No, hold on.
Yo,
hold on.
I had to call you one time. Like, you don't be posting shit that you feel like, yo, this is fire. Don't lie.
Wait. He's never ever paid me. But I'll say this.
Now,
What?
Akademiks does not play his response back to ASAP Rocky, but this is not the first time that somebody in the industry has told DJ Akademiks to his face that Drake has to be paying him because of his coverage of Drake on social media. I believe it was last year when DJ Akademiks went to the Kendrick concert. Kendrick's manager, Dave Free, told DJ Akademiks the same thing.
The first thing he said to me, he said, Act, why you put that boy on your stream? He got me in Drake's case. And I said, dog, you know I've put people on stream that accuse Drake of whatever. You see, that's the thing that, I stand full steadfast on that. I put somebody on my stream named Julian. He said Drake scammed him of millions of dollars. Then you had the K-bots who said Drake killed him. That didn't help Drake. But what am I? I'm a media outlet.
I mean, that just sounds like Ricky Lake to me. That sounds like that good old-fashioned Jerry Springer uncut. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, don't try to Chicago, Toronto, huh? I see it. I'm paying attention.
So I was telling him, fair is fair. I was like, listen, the person who introduced me to the person who said that you paid for body streams, I said he's friends of, and I'm going to redact names here. He's friends of people that y'all know, not friends of Drake. Because I don't know if y'all think he like planted him there. Then, and this is the last time I said, I'm probably gonna get off. Dave Free had a moment. He asked me. He said, he said, what are you getting from this? He says, is he paying you? And that was the most insulting thing of.
He trying to get that Happy Dad sponsorship. Am I right, my boy?
And I had conversations with these men for a while. But the very idea that I was like a purchasable commodity was so disgusting. I reminded him, I said, I've been doing this for over 10 years. I've been doing this for over 15 years. How did you think I became me? I said, you knew about me before this shit. How did you think I became? Did you think I was a cheap hoe that just could be bought? That was the most insulting thing I could have heard, because his idea was, well, if you're not getting paid by this guy, if Drake ain't paying you, why do you lean that much in that direction? And I was like, huh? I've never gotten paid. Like, the people who I've defended the most, I've never gotten paid from.
Cap.
Now I have my platform benefit, yeah, of course. But again, like, we don't do pay for play. Like, you can't buy my opinion. I've always said, the moment you can buy my opinion, I don't matter.
You can't follow the exact idea. There's lanes and ways to kind of copy and manipulate that kind of sense. So traditionally speaking, you might not be catching the payola, but there are multiple ways where you might be catching that, but just not in the traditional sense. And that's why we're looking at your Ozempic knees right now. That's why we're calling you knock-knee-demics. There's multiple ways to pay people, and you don't need cash. Hey, maybe you got the Ozempic hookup. Now you got that reverse Ozempic where it starts from the feet up. It's crazy.
Back then, DJ Akademiks felt disrespected by the claims from Dave Free. He told him, bro, Drake is my favorite rapper, and I backed him during the battle against Kendrick. Akademiks has gone on record multiple times saying he does not want to see Drake lose. And everybody knows when it comes to Drake, DJ Akademiks is going to be biased. He said this multiple times. So I'm actually curious if that was the same response he gave to ASAP Rocky in an interview. Now, it does not stop there. ASAP Rocky also confronted DJ Akademiks for going at Mona. That's right, you guys. Mona from the Joe Budden podcast. DJ Akademiks and Mona have been getting into it the last couple of months. And if we're being honest, this is actually the first time we've seen somebody in the industry tell Akademiks, bro, chill out on Mona. Here's what he said.
Rocky said to me, out of the blue, because he was saying, yo, you gotta chill out with the ladies, man. You be going hard on them. I'm like, defending myself. These bitches be all in my business. These bitches really be talking crazy to me. I give the same treatment. Rocky said to me, Rocky said, yo, like, yo, why you have to go in on Shorty? I said, what's Shorty? Because there's a couple of them. Like, I give them all smoke. He said, why you have to go in on Shorty from the Joe Budden podcast? I said, you talking about the crackhead? The crackhead who almost had 15 strokes and died? Who started trying to play with me? Yo, I opened my phone. You gonna see it on camera, and I showed him this. I said, bro, look at this, bro. Let's zoom in. Word 2. Fuck that. Zoom in. I said, yo, come on, gang. Yo, come on, bro.
Damn.
This is how she wake up, and she trying to Jones on me. Yo, Rocky, stop playing, Rocky. Rocky walked off camera laughing, bro. Walked off camera laughing. Walked off camera laughing, gang. That's a fact. Walked off camera I say, yo, Rocky.
Yo, she got teeth missing? God, now I can't believe I'm zooming in on her mouth. I can't believe I'm zooming in on her mouth, but god damn.
Teeth right here, the ones that's still rotten. Then look at the dentures. That's the dentures, Rocky. That's the dentures.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
the dentures. Yup. She clowning me. She don't got a pair of 32.
Must have got diagnosed with war mouth.
How she gonna do that? Yo, look at this shit back here. What are these called?
God damn.
These ain't the molars. What are these?
That's called a struggle.
Like, stop playing. I'm on this bitch head for life. You should have never mentioned my name. Period.
Damn.
Joe can't stop me neither. This bitch look crazy, man. This bitch look crazy, man. Look at this hoe, man. How this bitch talking? Why she going it on gang? Come on, dog. Yo, I showed Rocky. I might have to pull it up. I might just play you that part of the interview right now. I showed Rocky it on camera. I had to show him, yo, look at this. Nigga, I had to show the kid, nigga. Yo, his man's in the background said, yo, Ak, how'd you pull up the picture so quick? You know what I told Rocky? Rocky, I keep files on all my ops.
Damn.
All of them. I have the files this long. I have folders for them.
Real quick.
Why you went in on Auntie like that, Gabe?
Yo, because
that was crazy.
You see this picture, bro? Look at this. Nah, come on, Rocky, look at it.
Wait, pull it up so fast.
Nah, I got it on standby. Yo, you heard what they said? How you pull it up so fast? Nigga, I got this shit on standby, nigga.
Damn.
The fuck is you talking about? I got this shit on standby. I got my
Bro, it's just the energy, bro. It's like a little too much, bro. I know she getting on your head top, but at where you're at and the level that she's at, you don't need to go down to her level. You doing the same thing Drake does. Drake is up here, Joe Budden down here. Why does Drake need to come down to Joe Budden level to argue? Same reason for you. Why do you, at the level that you're at, why do you need to come down to Mona's level to argue with her? Because at that point, it's going to be boosting her up. And then you're gonna be slowly losing people. That's crazy.
Yo, I got all my ops files on standby. Yo, Rue react up right now. Oh, I got the ender. I got the atomic bomb, nigga, the red button right here. Bang!
Damn.
You gotta do it. I'm sorry. You gotta keep files on your ops. I bet. File that in the cabinet. Word. Save that to the cloud. Facts. Yo, I gotta show you how Rocky was looking. I'm showing him the phone. This is how Rocky was laughing at this goofy ass bitch, man. Act, why you do that? I had to, gang. I had to, bro. Bro, I had to do it.
Now, once again, the full interview hasn't dropped yet. These are just clips. We don't know what happened before or after, but it seems like ASAP Rocky wanted to at least hold DJ Akademiks accountable because he knows the backlash he would get from sitting with DJ Akademiks. Right now, if you go on social media, there's a lot of people out there that are pissed off ASAP Rocky sat with DJ Akademiks. People feel like ASAP Rocky should have sat with actual journalists for his interview, especially if you're trying to roll out a hip-hop album. You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys make of ASAP Rocky confronting DJ Akademiks about Drake and also about Mona? And what do you guys think of ASAP Rocky's new album, Don't Be Dumb? Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
Shout out Chick Smooth for another video. But you see what I'm saying? When you look at Ebro's set and you look at Akademiks' set, it's like night and day. It don't look good. But you want to talk big. That's blasphemy to me. I could care less about the Mona-ish. I didn't know her mouth looked like that. That's crazy. The wazzles must be gross. Yeah, nah. Akademiks getting someone on the side. And remember, you got to remember, Akademiks be twisting words a lot. So even though traditionally speaking, he's not doing this, there's a new route that he's using to still say, I'm not doing this, but I can catch this though. So I'm not going to sit here and believe him say, I'm not taking no Payola. Cool. I know you getting something though. As if I'm blind or deaf or dumb. Like, nah, bro, we know it. We all know it. So I'm not going to sit here and believe you. Sorry. Oops. My bad. Like, Anyway, shout out Chicks. Shout out Chicks. Another phenomenal video. Hey, bro, we just doing what we doing over here at the Flexmob Network, bro. Anyway.